Hi everyone, Dave here from Power Farming Northland. I'm here in Waipu with Paul Jensen from Fresher Valley Farms. Do you want to tell us where we are and a bit about your business?
Waipu's just south of Whangarei, near the Brindewin Hills. I've been contracting for 40 odd years now. I've had various brands of tractors, but since Deutz Fahr came to New Zealand, I've basically had Deutz Fahr. It was a real thing when Power Farming took the dealership of it over and put some credibility towards the thing. And we've probably had a huge number of the different models that Deutz Fahr have had over the years. We just keep trading from one to the other. We don't do huge hours on our tractors before we let them go. Chance to get the 8280 came up, well I jumped on that because I had a 7250. The 8280 just had a few features I wanted that were missing on the 7250.
What were the features of the 8280 that attracted you to it?
Things like a bigger tractor with more power and a better turning lock, a few improvements in the cab, air conditioning's a lot better. For the extra horsepower over the 7250, the actual physical pulling power on the ground is just so much better. Don't do a lot of hours on it, it's basically tied up with a big square baler. A rotary hoe is the main work we do with it. We've basically cut ourselves down to cultivation and baling hay and silage now.
On the Deutzes generally, you said you weren't Deutz and then you've been Deutz ever since you started. I mean, what is it about Deutz generally that keeps you coming back?
Well, the thing that actually got me going on Deutz for a start was the cab and the visibility. Plus the fact that I've had trucks for years, so I knew a bit about ZF transmissions, I knew they were good, and I knew that Deutz motors were absolutely unbeatable in places like Australia. I had a lot of confidence in buying them to start with.
And then obviously Power Farming Northland is a fair amount of support for you guys here in terms of service and parts.
Oh no, Power Farming are very good. They know what I need, they know what I do. I've dealt with the salesman, old Ed Harvey, I've dealt with him for that many years I've actually dealt with him since he became a tractor salesman. He understands my needs, he understands what I want, and there's no mucking around. If I want something, it's done. And I've been very happy with the service. The staff there is very solid and consistent. The service manager, Ian Drake, he's been there for years. Dealt with Ian since he did his apprenticeship. We've never been stuck for anything.
Obviously we can see the Deutzes here, but you've got a fair bit of other Power Farming equipment across Mashio and Gaspardo.
We found all the Mashio gear is very good. It's very reliable, gives us no trouble. It stands up, some of our conditions are actually quite harsh and it stands up to all of those without any problem at all.
Yeah. And on the grass side, Cavernaland, you've been having a bit of a run on?
Once again, we've had a lot of different brands of mowers and things, and the Cavernaland mowers have certainly stood up to anything else. Our newest Cavernaland mower that folds up and stands up in the shed and all the rest of it's a brilliant machine.
I mean, a bit of an exercise and a labour of love, but you've got the machine you want at the end of it and
We've got exactly what we wanted, yeah. I didn't do much of it myself, but we've got exactly what we wanted.
Paul, thanks for having us here. Really appreciate your time today and your business, and glad that we can support you in your endeavours here.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.